Plumbing the water inlet lines for the kitchen sink was for some reason very intimidating to me. I kept putting it off and putting it off. Now, there could have been some reason for that. Let me show you here what is going to probably someday give a real estate agent or a plumber or a potential homeowner an actual cardiac arrest. How do you like that little arrangement of piping right there? Now, what I had to do to plumb the kitchen sink after doing the drain, which is the black line here coming out of the kitchen, was to run these two lines here. This is the cold, this is the hot. They already supplied the bathtub, the toilets, and the utility sink, but now we had to get the kitchen sink included in this. Now, first of all, the big problem was running the pieces through these little access holes that run behind one of the lower drawers. And I didn't want to cut any bigger a hole than I needed to, and I surely didn't. Now, this was, as it was put together, I was concerned about whether we might have leaks, especially on the hot side, because I was dealing with a new brand of glue, PVC glue, that had a different texture. One was runnier than I was used to, but it seems to have sealed all right. We have pressure now on both the hot and cold water lines, and the lines come through again here, the little hole where all the pipes come through. Now, the black on the top is I wrapped the center portions of those pipes, the small inlet pipes, the water pipes, with Gorilla Tape to provide a little padding so that if these pipes move back and forth against each other a little bit, it's not quite plastic on plastic, well, plastic tape, I suppose, but it's not pipe on pipe, and hopefully I'll catch the wear before it actually, springs a leak. So here we have, obviously, shut-off valves for both hot and cold, and everything seems fine there. And this right here is pretty tricky. The weight, the brass weight for the pull-out faucet head up here. I hate these things. My wife loves them, so guess she got what she loved in time actually for Mother's Day, so that's pretty good. Now, the reason it says hot over here was because Pam's having some memory problems and she's having trouble remembering. Turned out all she wanted was a little H over here on the hot side and a little C over here on the cold side, but I didn't get the message. That doesn't matter. The hot up here will be covered over later with paneling anyway, with some thermoplastic we're going to put up there. Now, the biggest question, of course, besides leaking, was you have to, when you're opening these up to the pressure from the booster pump, or if you're in the city, of course, it would be city water pressure, is plastic PVC pipe. All the glue can warnings say don't ever pressurize air in them. So what I would do is I'd open this to the hot side, well, this way, and then push it back. Comes over here and then correct over. It seems backward to me, but hey, that's the way the housewives do it these days, I guess. So I ran the air out of the hot first, and then made sure we had hot water, and then did the same thing with the cold. And sure enough, voila, we now have a kitchen sink with, it's not always real hot from the solar, but basically hot and cold running water. That's about all we had, just to show you that it really does work, and it looks like we're good to go on to the next project.